Yes, 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 yes. It says you are live. We
Yes.
are live and we are alive. Both
Yeah.
of us. All right. Welcome to the program. We are extremely happy to have you here. Today is, oh my gosh, should I say it?
Please say it. Oh
Hey.
my God, fast. The year is just out.
Say, say it?
Say
Please say
it.
it.
Say
Hell,
it.
it's so scary. So scary. It's that new month, November the 2nd of 2024. How did we get here, Sister P?
Why there? It's like we are running to our new nations.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's race on.
Okay. I'll go
Let's
for that.
on.
I'll go for that. I'll go for that. If that's what it's all about, then I'll go for that because I thought it was just whew,
No.
this busy schedule. But
God
maybe
already said that He's going to cut short this tribulation. He will cut short for the sake of the elites. So He's cutting it short so that we'll get fast and be liberated from the colonial monsters.
my beautiful sister. Welcome. We're going to take off running because we are loaded with information today. Information that will help you to tie things together, let it make sense so that you can move in the right direction. All right. Welcome to the program. My name is Monachim Saga and I am here in Houston, Texas.
And my name is Ekwutosinam. Ekwutosinam Madibegi. Ekwutosinandibo, the ancient people. Thank you once again. If you're seeing this video for the first time, please be calm, hang in, watch to the end. It will make sense, like my sister said. Because on this show, we bring all the problems together, analyze the problems with you. We don't lament. That's not why we're here. We direct you to the solution and then tell you how you can be part of the solution. That's why this show is one of its kind. Thank you very much.
And of course, we do what we do best, continue to help us to share and like and subscribe. All those nice things we need to do for our people to get the information. God bless you as you share.
This is what they have reduced our people to. What you are looking at, we understand that a vehicle had an accident carrying poisonous Indomie, what they call food, but we know it's poison. So what they call food, it fell, and our people, out of hunger, intense hunger, are picking. You see this thing mixed with sand. Let's roll the camera so that our people will see what is going on. Thank you.
This is the height of it. This is the height of it. This is not the height of it. This country. See what it is with the pick for ground to eat. See what it is with the pick for ground to eat. See what it is with the pick for ground to eat. Allah. Hungry. Allah, hungry. See what it is with the pick for ground to eat. Baba Makuwaba. Allah Yabamu. So that God give them this one. So that God give them this one. See what it is with the plant. See what it is with the plant to eat. That's the tell you say hunger they this morning. Oh, God don't give us food this morning. Another year. Another year. God don't give them food. See, just imagine. See. Now motor where fall where get accident with this. All the things where carry now they don't look food. All the things where carry now they don't look. See what you do with the car. They take things for granted to eat like an animal. Oh God. God. Old people they pack, young people they pack. See. Hungry.
Sure. Why are you producing nation, my foods? When we tell you guys they've been lying to you, they say they have democracy, but our children that are supposed to be in school are there picking dirt to eat and calling it food. And we are an oil producing country. Can't you guys see that we have been punked? Unbelievable. Go ahead, sister.
May the when we told our people, election will not solve your problem. Getting a new driver to drive a vehicle that does not have an engine is not the way to go. We told you 6 times. Nina's told you 6 times. But these 6 times you have refused and gone. We told you that the only thing you are doing by standing to go and vote is to validate the fraudulent process that they have. You just standing there by polling station, by doing everything, whether they are doing anything to you or whatever, you just coming out and then allowing it to go on. Because one time when we talk, people think we are talking about boycott. We're not talking about boycott. We're saying the whole machinery of national general election not moving at all. Instead, we go to transition so that we can renegotiate the terms of the union. That's what you need. But each time, these criminal politicians and their bedfellows, religious leaders, will deceive you and tell you it's getting plastic PVC. That's what to deliver you. And you have seen it. Now you're picking food on the ground. We told you before 2023. There was even a prophecy that came that your situation will be 7 times worse. This is even 10 times worse. Look at what is happening. See our children. Your government is taking minors to court, arrested them because they protested that they're hungry.
And you have democracy. Remember, Obama told you to go and vote, that you have democracy. Yes. Hollywood told you to go and vote, that you have democracy. Yes. Tell me where in democratic America this is happening.
Exactly. Because people like making comparisons. Oh, after all, this is in America. We are telling you, you do not have a country. You don't have a nation. You've not even started. Why compare yourself with people that have started and making amends as they're going? You haven't even started. You are in open air prison. Where you are is slave holding camp. They are holding you there as slaves, waiting to ship you out where you will go to the plantation. That's what you have, not a country yet. So the children, they brought them to court. They are collapsing. See these children, they have emaciated. And they're collapsing out of hunger. This is a land that eats the inhabitants. Those of you reading it in scriptures, that's what Nigeria is. I don't care if you deceive yourself. I don't care if you think it's whatever that is happening to you. We do not care. But we know what it is. Keep lying to yourselves. And your children getting destroyed. You must get responsible. God is not coming to fix this because that's not it's not his character. He has given you the power to do it. So why bother him? You must begin to get responsible. We'll play the video for you. Please continue to help us to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you. What kind of design? I don't know why. This is so
Yeah, it is the country, my brother. The day you guys will stop lying to yourself that you have a country, that's the day we'll start moving forward. And then when life hits you, you guys are in, oh, what is happening? What kind of a country is this? We're telling you, you have none. You have none, because there's no way, there's no place that is working a democratic process that you will see children that's supposed to be in school all lined up in court and passing out when they're supposed to be handed back to their parents. Keep deceiving yourselves. The funny thing is that the more you pretend nothing is happening, the more is coming down towards your door front. And then when they collect you and your children, you, the lazy adult, the ones that will say, oh, leave me, oh, I don't want trouble. All I want is I go to work, I go back into my house. If there's a party, I go and come back. Quite an irresponsible adult. You don't get the right to be happy when our children are suffering. You don't. Go ahead, my sister.
No, I said no. No. Just no. As adults, no. You don't have the rights. You bring these children into this earth. Remember, they did not beg you to bring them. It is your responsibility to make sure that everything is properly situated for them. Yes, it is their rights. We are the adults. We must fix it, fix the land so that our children can be comfortable. It is our responsibility. We'll play another video.
I'm coming. It's not opening for some reason. I'm trying to reload, see if that will work.
Okay. So please continue to help us share and subscribe. We have shown you how our people are getting down, hunger, and everything. So we'll also play another video for you to see the people that know the truth. What happened, how we got here, because it wasn't by accident. For those that like comparing us with other countries that have even started their own process, we have not started. Do you think it will open?
I'm trying to resend it again. Hold on.
Okay, please continue to share, and then you can type in the comment section as we're watching. Say something, especially those of you living there. Every day you're seeing these things we're saying. You see how the food has become something that nobody can access it. Everybody's saying it. Well, everything you're saying it. Is it Naira? Everything you're saying it. So continue to make comments, or if you have any question about how you can be part of what is going on, please put the comment. We might not get to you immediately, but we'll get to you eventually after the show. Sometimes we see people that ask questions and we go back and reply, and so that our people, we want everybody to be on board. The Bible says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge." That's why we come here, so that our people would not perish for lack of knowledge. The greatest thing medicine to use to treat ignorance is information. So we go gather the information, do all the research, and bring it for you here. Our video is ready. Thank you.
How come the Hausa man is yet to claim that Hausaness again?
It's just now that the efforts we are making in the south have begun to yield fruits. You will be surprised to hear that now in Hausa land, we now have Hausa Christians. Never had that before. Never. You now have Middle Belt Forum that are saying we are not northerners, we are middle belters. We are not northerners. Don't call us northerners. Now, when you see a Jukum man or you see a Lantan man and you say you are Hausa or you are Fulani, he will be angry. He may even draw his dagger. Don't call me Fulani. I'm not Fulani. I'm not Hausa. What we did not know until recently is that when you call a Fulani man Hausa, he will be angry. He will say Banzani, because he knows that I'm superior to Hausa. Can you say I'm Hausa? But before Buhari came to establish his suzerainty over Nigeria, we lumped all of them together. We're northerners. And like I wrote some 4 years ago, there's no north. There's no north that we used to know. The north is dead. There's nothing called north anymore.
So there's a Fulani now standing on his own.
He's standing on his own. There's no more north. If they try any war today, oh God of mercy, the kind of cohesion you had in the army, the military in 1966 will never happen again in this country, if there is a country at all. You will not find a Hausa soldier now, an Igbo soldier going to Enugu to kill a fellow him. You will not even find an Igbo soldier coming to Ibadan to kill a Yoruba man, or a Yoruba soldier going to Enugu to kill an Igbo man. It will not happen again. So the Lantan people, the Benue people will never ever allow themselves to be used by any Fulani mischief maker.
So if I'm getting you right, your argument is that the Fulani hegemony has been broken.
Dead.
If the Fulani hegemony has been broken,
yes,
does it mean that the social structure of Nigeria is about to witness a very hard hit that will lead to a new Nigeria?
Yes, for those who agree with you to the extent of the fact that there are still some people who want a Nigeria, a group that I don't belong to. But for such people, yes, with the weakening of Fulani hegemony, there could be a Nigeria that will integrate the Soba Fulanis, the town Fulanis, and still reconstruct, rebuild, and then have a Nigeria that should be. But I, as a person, scholars believe that it will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani person whose philosophy is kill, maim, rape, send away people from their land, and let me occupy it.
That is the bush Fulani.
This is the bush Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
And the town Fulani is more in number.
No! The town Fulani is less than 1%.
How did you get that figure?
Oh, go and find out. Let them allow. Let them allow. It says, well, the Fulani, the very few, the ones who have in Abuja, or the few that dot spaces in Sokoto. I'm sure that you know that Sokoto, as we speak, is not a Fulani town.
Is it not?
No. That's the mistake we make. Zamfara is not a Fulani town. There are more houses in Zamfara than Fulani. There are more houses in Kano than Fulani.
But the Fulani govern.
They are in town. They are in charge.
Yes, so it's their town.
Yes. By subterfuge, by cunning, by crookedness, by all sorts of gimmickry.
Or by integration.
Not integration. By intimidation. And I said they are politically savvy. What they did to the rest of Nigeria, when they realized that the Fulani in the military, they could no longer use the military to retain power indefinitely. Since they've had power, they had access to the treasury, they say, oh yes, Edmond is from the east or wherever. Brilliant man, he may likely oppose us and contest with us and rival us. Let's make him an ambassador. Let's give him a oil block. Let's make him a billionaire.
Of course.
Block his mouth. Let's get an Abiola. Make him a billionaire. Let's get this. Let's get that. And make them big. They will never be able to look us in the face. And we can continue looting the treasury.
Yeah.
We can continue. Once when we are in control of the treasury, we are in control of everywhere. So we can hire thugs. We can do whatever we like. And that is why they introduced what I call plutocracy into Nigerian political etymology. Plutocracy.
Meaning?
Plutocracy is the government of the rich.
Yeah.
Oligarchy is the government of the muscle men. So the rich man will employ the muscle men and they'll be ruling. So you have the rich men who will employ thugs in Lagos, who will snatch boxes, who will prevent Igbos from voting, and then they will now have the government. That's why they have the plutocracy. But the plutocrats will still be ruling, and the oligarchs will still be their foot soldiers.
You know, you've always talked about how savvy the Fulani man is in politics.
Oh yes.
But you also have savvy politicians in the South.
They never had power.
They are beginning to have power.
Oh yes, now.
So they've learned.
The power they have is still a few of them. That I mean, you can count those who have power on your fingertips. The fact that you have governors, I'm sure you're not referring to having APC governors who are Southerners or PDP governors or Southerners.
Yes, that's what I'm referring to.
Nah.
Is there no political power?
When you are a governor and you cannot give order to your chief security officer, you cannot command a commissioner of police in your state. You are a governor, you cannot pay your judges. You know, judges are being paid in Abuja. You know now that the salary of NTA staff, Nigerian Television Authority staff, all over Nigeria, their salaries are being paid straight from Abuja. You are a director of NTA in Enugu or NTA in Abeokuta. You cannot pay this. You cannot pay the salary of your staff from your office. Which power do they have? That they have to go to Abuja every month to collect dues to pay their salaries. So when we say some of them have power, you have some who have occupied position of power, but they are still just in office. It's only a few of them that are now trying to assert themselves to return, because now they've been pushed to that level by their people. Look at the case of Amotekun now. God save the soul of any Yoruba governor that will publicly go to the street and say, I don't support Amotekun. He knows that his parents will be killed. He knows. No Yoruba governor will publicly say, I don't support Amotekun.
Now, before we round off, there is the Fulani question.
Yes.
There is the Igbo question.
Yes.
And there is the Yoruba
question. Yes.
We have been discussing the Fulani question.
Yes, sir.
If we don't resolve this question, we'll go our ways, right?
Yes, certainly.
But we can answer this question and build a one Nigeria that you don't want.
It is possible. Nothing is impossible. But it is difficult. Difficult in the sense is that by character, by pedigree, by culture, by level of civilization, we have one leg amongst these legs that believes in domination, that believes that others are inferior, they are infidels, and their own concept of their own religion tells them that these infidels have no right to live, to exist.
Their belief can be changed if they are engaged. Hitler.
All right, we'll stop this video here. You can see that the brother is calling it the way it is. You cannot work with those that refuses to work with you. These people are killers. They came to steal, destroy, and cause all kinds of mayhem. They are not nation builders.
No, no.
They're not there to be. They're there to steal your. They are leeches. They are there to leech and drink your blood if they could on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody, asking that question is even offensive.
It
Why
is.
would I want to live with anyone whose mindset is for me not to be?
To be alive.
Go ahead, sister. I don't know. My screen went dark.
Yeah, I hope I can hear. I hope they can hear us. Yeah, so we pull another because we told you that the enemy is coming from outside and they're coming from every angle and attacking us. All they want is for us to be taken out of the land so that they can have access to the resources in the land. So they attack us through politics, religion, even the food we eat, our culture, our way of life. As Black people, there are certain foods that when we eat, our body will be okay. There are certain other ones that when we eat, your kidney will fail, your liver will fail, everything will fail. Cancer will come. But they somehow told us that civilization means abandoning healthy food and eating poison. Indomie, 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 Indomie. No, you are killing yourself slowly but surely. Are you surprised at the people? The only thing killing our poor people is hunger. The rich ones, what is killing them is food. Because they go and buy because they can afford the white man's food. Packaged instead, processed and put. We are telling you that those things are not food. They are processed things that you're putting inside your body, and your body does not recognize it. That's why your body is attacking it by producing certain cells fast. That's how cancer comes. Because certain things the body cannot recognize. So that's some cancers, because not all. So we are showing you this. This is cocoyam. We call it ede. And we'll also show you in the course of the show some of the things that they made you to stop using in the name of, I'm not civilized, I'm not sophisticated, I'm Oyibo, hey, nwacha, nwandacha.
They're
Yes, yes,
eating it and selling it $7.99 a pound.
exactly. So now that we are not eating, we are eating the poison that they're bringing in. They are now going back to the things we abandoned to now eat them, to now use them, and say that yes, this is eco-friendly. Yes, this is healthy. This is doing this, is this. But we knew all these things before. Then you came and made us stop using them. Now you're turning around to come and tell us that, oh, they're actually good. Wow. Interesting. Let me stop talking. I will play the video. Thank you.
It is insane.
Is a nutrient-rich root vegetable known for its high dietary fiber and vitamin E content. The fiber in taro promotes gut health, improves digestion, and lowers cholesterol levels. It is also rich in antioxidants, especially vitamin E, which protects the skin from free radical damage and slows the aging process. Taro's low fat and low calorie characteristics make it an ideal choice for a healthy diet, particularly for those focusing on weight management. Whether as a main dish or side, taro is the perfect blend of health and flavor.
In Anupa. Especially now that Tinubu has made dollar to be too, naira to be very unaccessible, or dollar not to. I don't know which one is unaccessible, and everything is very high. When you go behind, those of you living in villages, these things behind you in your village, you don't need dollar to access them. Thank God. So go back to go and start eating the things you were eating before. Stop going to the things that you need dollar to buy, because you're going to sell your heart to buy it. Go back to the ancient ways of living. In the show, we're going to show you some of the innovative things our ancestors used to do free of charge, nature given. They abandoned them and started pursuing white man because it's about control. When they take out your own and give you their own, they will tell you the price, and then dollar will be controlling it. But if it's the one that is behind your village, your backyard, like I'm an Igbo woman.
It doesn't concern any dollar to you.
No, I will plant my onumo leaf, plant my pepper, plant everything. This cocoyam, we have it year round. We plant it and store it in our oba. It's going to continue to be there till the next planting season. Dollar does not affect it. But they made you live your ways of living. Women, we are fixing nails, fixing hair, rather than produce what we need to feed our family. That wasn't how we were before. And our men are joining us. Everybody carrying beard, doing like this, doing like that. When they finish, they will tell you that all this thing is now $20, $70, $50. Meanwhile, they were free. You had the free alternatives back in your village. Because my people na akajaja manu. But no, you have to go and fix nail like vultures. And then you start going to church to pray. God, give me food. God, give me food. God will say, Angel Gabriel, please, who is that making that noise? Please close that door, that side. Where is it coming from? It says Nigeria. I better close the window. It doesn't work that way. So we're going to bring Nina's video. Because like we said, we'll point out the things and then we'll show you the solution. It's a little bit long, but please pay attention because we'll break it down eventually. Thank you.
Our brother David Salami said the interviewer lacks the knowledge of Islam. I think he's talking about the previous guy that we saw.
Yeah, the previous video. Yes.
All right, continue to help us to share and hit the like button. Thank you.
We recall that on the 16th of December 2020, the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination did declare a sovereignty dispute, raising grave constitutional grievances and making a 5-point demand on the federal government of Nigeria with a 90-day ultimatum within which, and then the period of notice within which remedial steps towards addressing those constitutional grievances must commence. 90 days passed. The federal government didn't turn up for any discussion other than little murmurs in the background and some frantic movement towards the National Assembly for amendment. On the 17th of March in 2021, at the expiration of the 90 days, Ninas did address a World Press Conference in Ibadan, which it titled Next Steps, by which it invited the elected officials. It gave a 30-day window for the elected officials from the Alliance territory. And when I talk about Alliance territory, look at the map here, the South and the Middle Belt. Since the demands were addressed to the federal government, and those elected officials from the Alliance territory might be, they will be on the first line of, will take the first hit should the next steps indicated in the proclamation itself be activated. That is reconsideration of allegiance to the 1999 to the disputed 1999 Constitution, because the whole dispute is all about we not making the 1999 Constitution Therefore, we not being in a union, in that union defined by that 1999 Constitution. That's what it really boils down to. Our federation has become, our union has become a fraud against us as long as it's that 1999 Constitution that defines it, along with all institutions. Now, the 30 days passed, and on the 17th of April, the elected officials, again, didn't come formally. They were coming at night. They were coming Nicodemously. Some governor going to whisper to some, nobody. They didn't come in the manner that should have become the commencement of serious discussions. So in all, 90 days passed, 30 days passed for the federal government, the state government, and therefore government. On the 17th of April, NINAS again went out to address the global community to activate a period of 120 days of consultation with the owners of the sovereignty, with the people of Nigeria. And when we talk about peoples of Nigeria, we're talking about the various interest segments, stakeholder segments across society and the international community. At home, we'll be talking about the social, political, or social cultural groups across the ethnic blocks, the labor movement, the bar association, the church, the religious groups all together, the non-governmental organizations, the students, the market unions, all kinds of interest segments across society. And then the diplomatic community, the countries and institutions of the world that have been having concerns about what might happen to Nigeria. And so that period of 120 days commenced on the 17th of April. And I've come to report to us today, the 3rd, the 3rd of May, that there have been developments from the international community relating to these consultations on those constitutional grievances raised by the proclamation of December 16th. In the period, in the last 1 week, between the 28th and 30th of April in 2021, the global, the powers that be, the global powers that be that have been anxious about developments in Nigeria have come forward with their preliminary assessment of our propositions. And they have, and I'm talking about the US, the UK, and the European Union, who in those 3 days issued their position addressed to the federal government of Nigeria. First, it was the US that says to them that the security problems of Nigeria were extraordinary, and that the nature of the solutions to it is not the one in which you are trying to get everybody to come and help you to keep it the way it was. That it requires, discussion amongst the people so that they can sort it out. United Kingdom came up saying, oh yes, you see, the U.S. High Commissioner to Nigeria came up saying that the partnership the UK has with Nigeria, and when they say with Nigeria, we know is the part of the country they have that partnership with. It is that caliphate that their partnership had been, that partnership had been servicing the alliance between Britain and that caliphate, these 12 states that have embraced Sharia now. And so since they have hijacked the federal government, the Britain has come to the end of the manipulations that are available to tell them point blank that this matter is not one that could be addressed by their partnership. The scope of their partnership will not suffice on this occasion. Therefore, they should go discuss with the people. Then the European Union came the next day. In fact, that's the most explicit. The European Union said, look, Nigeria, this problem that is raging all over the place is not one to be addressed by shooting, by military force. That guns should be kept out of the table of discussion, and a dialogue opened up with the owners of the sovereignty, with the people. And that that dialogue should lead to where the legal instrument is reworked. They actually use the word legal instrument. That is the constitution. And if you put all of it together, you discover that the global powers have told Nigeria in very clear terms that time is now to go discuss with the owners of the sovereignty that is now called Nigeria, and to work out constitutions that will work. And if anybody wants to understand it further, we'll remember that in December, not December, in August of 2019, after our engagements with the policy beltways of Washington, I'm talking about when the LNC, leading the balance of the alliance, went to Washington to talk to all of those who were asking questions about what was going on in Nigeria. We went to tell them how ISIS had been received into our space by our own government, and all of what it has become for us. Nigeria has become a union of death for the rest of us. And we were showing the US, we shared with them what we knew about what had happened and where it was going and how it could become their own problem. And shortly after that, in September of 2019, the UN Special Rapporteur was sent to Nigeria to go to investigate some of the things they were hearing. Came up with the conclusion that the blood that was flowing all over Nigeria was coming from the constitutional arrangements of Nigeria that were like pressure cooker for injustice, and that that situation had become a danger to the global community in the sense that Nigeria could snap, and then 200 million people will be looking for where to find a refuge. The UN didn't want that. So between what the UN had seen, again, we remember that I think it was in September of 2020, in the period Nigeria was getting ready to go and dance again about its 60 years anniversary as one country. The Vice President of Nigeria, Yemi Osinbajo, had raised an alarm about the walls of Nigeria that was cracked, and that the house could collapse if we didn't move very quickly to solving whatever it was. In talking about the walls of Nigeria that are cracked, of course, we all know that if nothing is done, because the cracks have become visible and degenerating by the hour, the building will come down. Now, those of us who have been pointing at the foundations that are the damaged foundation, constitutional foundations of Nigeria, we went out again to tell everybody that it is the foundation of the building, that is the constitutional arrangement upon which we are constructing this union, that is the source of that crack. And that if we do not move quickly enough to accept that the foundation is damaged and go fixing it, that the building will come crashing on all of us. Now, all of those who are trapped in that building, the nationalities of Nigeria that will suffer, those 200 million people that the UN was talking about, are the ones who have to find some way out of that building. The Yoruba have raised their flag saying they can't continue to wait until they are all killed, because you can see the number of killings and kidnappings happening in their space. In the eastern part, the Biafra group, the people who say it is Biafra or nothing, the same concerns is those constitutional grievances that we've raised, that they are all raising in their various ways, whether they were talking about restructuring or reconstruction or Odua Republic or Biafra Republic or resource control. All of the agitations in Nigeria, including the killings in the middle belt, including the ones in the upper part, all of the agitations in Nigeria are flowing from those constitutional grievances. And those constitutional grievances themselves are flowing from the flawed constitutional arrangement, for which reason we say we must now find a way to terminate the operation of that constitution, go into a transition that will rework the basis of the union, so that that house of Nigeria, that burning house of Lugard, doesn't collapse on all of us and kill so many people and throw the others into refugee situation. It comes as a surprise that at a time the US, the UK, the EU, that is the global powers that have interest in what will happen in Nigeria and to Nigeria, had addressed themselves, they addressed the issues we are raising and pointing the federal government of Nigeria to the prescriptions we have made as the solution to the problem. That we came out yesterday, May the 2nd, to a statement purportedly coming out from one Peter Afunanya, that is a spokesman of DSS, threatening everybody.
All right. So we'll stop this video here. We'll post it on our Facebook in its entirety, so you can have access. As you can see, constitution remains the problem. Anybody planning for election, for selection, or whatever else you think you're doing, or waiting for the cent. Oh my goodness, I forgot the cent. The saint who was wishing the worst human being on the face of the universe happy birthday.
The Hitler of our time.
Imagine going amongst the Israelites and you go there, you say, oh, I'm tweeting happy birthday to H. Imagine what will happen. But anyhow, God has a way of revealing those. We told you guys the man with one watch.
Yes.
It was never about you guys. It was only about his ambitions. It has nothing to do. So that means you're a collateral damage. If you get destroyed on the way for him to get what he wants, you die on his way to get what he wants. It was never about you.
No.
This is the same guy that wants to drive a car with no engine. The same guy, with one watch. Or is it half a watch? Was a watch complete even? A man, a whole governor that can lie about watches. When we know that most governors will get watches for Christmas present, birthday present, all kinds of stuff. That's what Africans will give to a man. But mysteriously, the man ended up just with one watch. And you guys believed him, thinking he's about the Igbo men. Oh, vote for him, vote for him. Nigeria will be one. And then he will go to Egypt, go and see how to do electricity. Come here in Texas, my son will show you guys how to do electricity. We're not looking for who will do electricity.
No.
We have electrical engineers everywhere. My nephew will show you guys how to do electricity. My neighbor's sons will show you guys how to do electricity.
Yes.
But the man with one watch, oh my God, he's in Egypt. He's going to bring electricity. When he's taking orders from number 10 down and cause that again. We told you guys it was never about you. That's why he will greet your tormentor. That's why he will tweet your, go and bow to those that are against you. That's why you will see him in the bus driving. They are all having fun, going to a funeral together. We told you guys that you guys are collateral damage of their ambitions. When they get what they want, their children marry each other, they hang out the same place, and you will pick it in domain, mixed with dirt. So now this is double the carcinogen. Not only are you eating in domain, which is a carcinogen, now you're eating the dirt that we don't even know where it came from. Problem day.
Yeah.
Pull up the PowerPoint for the day. Oh yes, let me read our introduction before I get overheated with these idiotic people going around and deceiving our people. We told you guys it's only your mother. It's only your mothers that will care, that will not abandon you. You heard our sister say the other day that if anything happens, the man will jump from the fence and say, oh, let me go and marry you another wife. It's only your mothers that will be consistent, because we cannot abandon our children for anything. We'll rather give our lives. But no, you chose to go with man with one watch. I was speaking to a brother who said, oh, that place can burn down. No, I don't care, because I helped them to do obedience and they didn't even defend the votes.
And then the man will start quoting animal farm statistics. You go to Bangladesh, it's 20% of 30%. You go to Malaysia, it's 20% of 30%. You go to Egypt, electricity is 1 minute, whatever. You think this is about what you can recite? This is not primary school where people are learning 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 6, 7, 7 times 7, 7. No, that's not what this is all about.
Unbelievable.
It's not.
A force that can reshape human nations and kingdoms. That's our topic for the day. A force that can reshape human nations and kingdoms. Protecting women and girls' rights isn't an expense, but rather it is an investment and an obligation. Makes perfect sense, because when you raise a woman, you raise a nation. Prior to the emergence of Susan B. Anthony's feminist movement for the rights of white women to work and vote, we, the African women from certain indigenous lands, we are working, voting, and leading our societies with fairness, equity, and justice, by the way, I must add. These African kingdoms and society knew and understood that survival of humanity and the preservation of legitimacy of their lineage depended on their women and their daughters. So they protected and guided them jealously. The women and the daughter had specific roles, and they were immensely supported while performing those vital roles. These African societies, they thrived. They did good. They did trade. They did it all with, again, justice, equity, and fairness before the capitalists showed up. They thrived until the arrival of the colonial terrorists and their so-called version of civilization, which we all know as of today brought us nothing. It brought us nothing but loss of identity and low self-esteem to us, especially our women and our daughters. Think about the millions we have spent making China rich because we want to wear the white man's hair. Think about the money that we spend trying to bleach because we want to look like our tormentors. Think about the money that we spend doing all kinds of stuff so we can look like those who dehumanize us. What a tragedy. When you look around, when you do a thorough assessment, the common denominator in all of this that we talked about, all these societies that were destroyed by the colonial terrorists, is the suppression of their women. They will either give them some type of religion that will make sure, even if you're not wearing cover head, they will kill you as if cover head will turn into food. They will tell you that your women are not part of the meetings. So that's why Buhari will tell you the wife is in the Oza room. She's in the Oza room. Why Buhari? Buhari that doesn't even know how to put on his underwear and oil teeth. His wife is in the Oza room. Put that woman to Buhari side by side. Tell me who you want to go and defend you.
I'm telling you.
Our women fought. They helped us to regain our freedom from these colonial terrorists. But at the end of the day, they ended up appointing puppets, which we still have today. I keep telling people that we have gang members ruling us. I don't know why people keep saying, oh, is there a representative from Abia South? Hey, how did that happen? This is a gang membership, my dear, gang banging. That's what they're doing. These people do not have our people at heart. They're not there to represent you. They're there to loot their own share. Don't you get it? It has never been about you. The same thing, like we keep reminding you guys that these things they reciprocate these processes everywhere. The same thing here in America. You will see Black people, oh, I'm Democrat, hey, this and that, vote Democrat, vote Democrat. Democrats party doesn't do anything for brown people. They just use them and recycle them every election. Within 1 year, they will write Asian bills for them. Within 1 year, African Americans have been asking for Asian hate bill. For the past 1 billion years, it cannot be done. They keep them destitute, make them homeless, but they will have money to give to new immigrants. They will have money to give to Ukraine. They will have money for everybody except the brown people that did slavery for them for 500 years. The same group of people doing the same sinful acts. So today we are going to enlighten, as we do, those of us who desire liberation and decolonization so that we can reach to a force that can help us to reshape humanity. I love a brother called, I still love my brother Uma. He said that if we are waiting for the other people to bring goodness and mercy to humanity, you will be waiting for the longest time.
Yep.
They are all about wars, destruction, loss of lives, capitalists, which capitalist is a form of prostitution. That's what they're all about. It was never about you.
No.
That's why we have to go and tell US is doing gun banging with UK and Nigeria. US doesn't even have a lot of information. They will tell you, oh, we have intelligence, this and that. They don't have anything, no. Which intelligence? Those people smoking marijuana and cocaine?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, they're doing gun banging.
Because it's not in their DNA to do.
It's not in their DNA to do anything good for you. They lack the capacity to do so, and we don't fault them. So what we want you guys is to wake up and stop waiting for those that lack the capacity to give you what they don't have. They don't have it to give you.
Absolutely.
They do not have it to give you.
Exactly.
We are the people with, my daughter, my oldest daughter is recognizing that now. We are the people with the human heart. We are the people that will be leading when we see the people we are leading. Hey, good morning. How are you? These people with all their PhD, when they see you, they will look down as if you're spirit. See me, see trouble. We're asking our brothers and sisters to wake up. Nobody's going to do this work for us. So it's not okay for you to go to work and get fat and be saying, I don't want trouble. This life is too short. I will go and come back and go to party and come back. It's not okay. I would have forgiven you if you didn't give birth to children. I will leave you alone. But if you get married and release another human being into this earth, oh my goodness, you are so liable.
Yep.
You are so liable. Our brother here, Bertram, said, I had misgivings about P2B at first, but later started thinking that he is an honest man. I now believe that he's simply a political opportunist. I don't know how you cannot believe your sister, so mother. You think he's the man that's driving a car with engine that will help you. And that's what we're asking our men. Stop becoming emotionally vulnerable.
This is no.
Stop becoming emotionally. Everything, somebody will deceive you guys. Hey, yeah, it's bomb, hey, yeah. The people that we are dealing with don't know what hey, yeah is.
No.
Ha!
Take your victimhood mentality. Everybody victimizes you. Why? Ask yourself that question. Why is it that everybody, one more awful old person, child, will come and victimize you? Because you're not making use of your brain. You're allowing your emotions direct you and guide you. Think deep. Right there, can you remove the tag so that they can see the rest of it?
Yes, I just realized that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right, my dear. The people that we are dealing with, they are not emotional, as they are matter of fact. So we need to learn to operate in the same manner. You know, I was talking to a family member the other day. He was telling me, oh, don't worry, calm down. I said, no, calm down is not a plan B. Tell me what the plan B is.
No.
So if he cannot come up with an actionable plan B, don't tell me to calm down.
Dare not say that. Do not say that to me. Okunagwa, fire is on the mountain. House is burning down. You say, calm down. That's an irresponsible response. That is not an adequate response to a burning building. Calming down is not it. You must have actionable plan on the table and begin to execute it. That is what you need to do.
Different mindsets. We must. We cannot let people, we can't even let pastors come and tell you, see how they've been lying to us all along? We believe them. We gave them our harvest. We gave them our salaries. We gave them everything. Did they even go and engage the government on our behalf? No. So are we now going to be a victim of another religious entity because we thought like, oh, only another Kolu here, whatever. He will deceive you. Drag you guys to the election that we were shouting, don't go. Only for these criminals to get there and tell you to go home. That is like a football match. Hey! And you guys didn't rise up in uproar. The same person, he didn't even defend it one day. He didn't even do a mass protest, like pretend, ga. He didn't even get a microphone and come and be shouting in front of his house and say, what is going on here?
That's not part of protest. Is not part of the project. They know they have a scheme now. You know, it's movie. In his movie production, so they will give them the Oyobuna, take your own part to act. So he has acted his part. He said his part is to drag our people like animals to the polling votes. That's his role. That's the part.
So next time you'll be singing to us like Tinubu, oh, it's my turn.
That's the part that the colonial masters gave to him. The only assignment they gave to him is to make drag our people to the polling votes. That's the only assignment. He did it well. And then he'll do his throat like I want that. Get your brain. Like my sister said, if you have given birth to one child in this world, we are going to hold you. You must come here and we'll fix the land and it will be good for our children. You will never escape.
No.
You try out. You see force that will take you out.
Yeah, the ancestors will call you home because you're obviously useless. The ancestors will call you home. Let's look at our objectives for today. We've already done the introduction. We are going to look at the creation of dystopian societies by these capitalists and colonial terrorists. We know why it was done. They're still benefiting from it. People are trying to show them, people like LaRouche organization is trying to show them how to live in a peaceful world. We have enough resources to live in a place, live in this space that we are in with dignity. But no, some people are benefiting from it. They will do and undo to keep the status quo. They will fake wars, cause chaos, pretend like they don't know about doing diplomatic dialogues. They will do it all just to keep the tension going for their benefits. We are looking at the election coming next week. Gas prices has fallen down so much. It's like, what is somebody manipulating these numbers? You better go and fill up your tank before the day of election, because the next day, once they lose or gain or whatever, you will jump within a week. You will go back to $3. An hour, yeah. If you're not paying good attention, you will be doing a yo-yo match for them.
Manipulating the system to suit themselves. That's all they know.
Right. So
they lack the ability to think and think things through.
No,
so they manipulate.
do.
That's it.
So you cannot afford to be ignorant at this point in time. You just can't. You cannot be in a trance. If you're sleeping, wake yourself up. I told my sons every few minutes, every few hours, ask your more, where is my more? Where are you? What are you doing? Are you in line with what we're supposed to be doing for the day? Are we making progress? Don't you ever go throughout the day and don't ask your spirit where it is. So we're going to look at how to end this dystopian society that these terrorists created for us while they enjoy lives. There are people are picking trash on the floor and happy, thanking God. In an oil-producing country, it's an oil and gas-producing country amongst other minerals. People are picking trash. Oh, why Tinubu is busy taking over all the resources that we have in our land, changing everything to his. Oh, I forgot, this is Tono. The dark connection. The Ottoman Danfodio, Ottoman Danfodio.
Oh.
Yeah, it belongs to them. The space you call Nigeria belongs to them. Thank God that our Hausa brothers and sisters are waking up so that they will no longer be a willing tool, because that's what they use them for years. And we don't even know which one is which. That's how ignorant we are.
Yes, we didn't know.
So ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
We know that the Hausas don't look for trouble. They are very nice people. And that niceness, that's being emotionally vulnerable. That's how people invite terrorists into their camp and sleep with them and make children with them. Before you know it, now you become the maid. You're not the only one. In Dominican Republic, they did the same thing. Haitians were taken to Dominican Republic to go and do the slave camp things. They got there, the colonial terrorists slept with them, started having mixed children with them. Those children, generation now, they don't want to see any black person called Haitian. They hate them like they don't even believe that they are black. Except when they are alive here in the America. In the America, one and how black.
They will tell you. They'll tell you what is up.
They'll tell you, they are all in shock. Even their PhD holder, this idiot did a video show. And he said he was shocked out of his pants when he found out he was black. He thought he was white. Hey, PhD, not CNL, PhD. The man got up. He didn't know he was black. He's almost my color. I don't know which continent he's in.
Delusion.
Their little curly hair. Yeah. As we are speaking, Haiti is on fire, and the president there is shipping our sisters and with their children that just came through the border, shipping them back to go and face that fire. Fire caused by who? The same set of people. Nobody else is causing it. The same set of people. Wickedness upon wickedness everywhere. So let's look at what this dystopia is. According to the dictionary, it's an unimaginary. Oh, what is this thing blocking my thing? It's an unimaginary. It's an imaginary society. Yeah, it should be unimaginary, y'all. It should never happen, but it did.
It shouldn't.
Right? It's an imaginary society that is as dehumanizing and as unpleasant as possible. And we have learned to live in this trash. We have learned to survive in this trash. It's like African Americans here in America. I don't even know how low life can be for them, anything now. If whoever wins, it doesn't matter. Go and look at their poverty rate since 1960. It's going up and up and up. So it doesn't really matter because that's the way they kept them. I ran into a patient the other day. She was crying over $300 to pay for a procedure, $300, but we have money to give to Ukraine. So these colonial terrorists, capitalists, globalists, they came to Africa, attacked it. They didn't just attack it, they also attacked our body and our minds. That we are still struggling to up to today.
And they're still attacking.
They are still attacking. I was sending messages to someone and he had a picture of white Jesus everywhere. I had to stop and give the person a call. That's where we are in 2024, November. They attacked our culture, knowing that this is what the family is all about. This is where our structure and our society is built upon. They keep going around with it, doing whatever they need. Everything about you is bad. You have to destroy your obi. You have to destroy your aqua. You have to destroy who you are. You have to cut your hair. You have to perm your hair. You have to do your eyes. You have to do your nose. If you look authentic, oh, no problem. They don't even want you in a corporate world because you don't fit the picture. You're not blonde hair, blue eyes, skinny, this and that. You don't match their word.
Yeah.
As if it's not enough, they attack the power structures in our families, our communities, and our society. Our Africanness, our blackness is being attacked. Everything about us, everything. Our identity, our total existence. Therefore, we must look for need for social reconstruction and restoration. So when we take time to come out and point these things out to you, because they keep you guys on a merry-go-round, they keep you running from pillar to post, you don't even have time to do the deep thinking. You don't even have time to connect the dots. That's why we're asking you to make time. Make time. Make time. The same way we should be making time to read our Bibles by ourselves. The same way we should be making time to engage in something important. I don't have time to watch silly things. When I'm cooking, I'm listening to things that will improve my mind.
Yes.
Tell me what's going on in the world. So I can be better informed. Especially we, the old ones. Our young ones may want to listen to music because that's the stage that we're in. But you, the adults, you're not allowed to sit down for 8 hours and be watching Igbo movie or Nigerian movie. That's unacceptable. So we need to get more involved with what everyone is doing, just like our ancestors did. We need to begin to monitor our entire communities, hold people accountable, both male, female, everyone, politicians, religious leaders, everyone. Because everything that they do will impact us at some point.
Exactly.
If you get Mbaka and you put all your trust in Mbaka, Mbaka will tell you that Buhari is a God sent. And his children look like Jesus. You know, his children are so beautiful and so well-mannered, so go and vote for him.
Can you imagine?
You abandon Jonathan and vote for this thing because Mbaka, our religious leader, said so. After all, he speaks to God.
He must know. And they told you people that, good Lord, hope is coming to Imo State. I hope people are satisfied with your hope.
Unbelievable.
APC.
So both the Western and the Arab colonialists use the same conquest technique. I saw our little brother in the court waiting. He still has his Allah chain in there. I saw that very quickly.
Thinking his salvation is coming from there.
Yes, he's holding on to it. The people that are doing this thing to us, they don't hold anything at all. They hold the ones that would send you straight to your ancestors.
Yep. Your ancestors.
Please continue to help us to hit the like button and continue to help us to share. They were very creative in what they did because they snuck into our land and they started accusing our traditional leaders. They will tell you, oh, they didn't do right. Oh, they did this to you. What? Until they showed up. Sowing seeds of discord. Yes. Before we know it, they have us turn against them. Oh, your leader did this. Oh, you see that day that he did that. Oh, this is why he did it. But him himself, he's coming to kill, destroy, take everything from you and make you, just like our Hausa brothers and sisters are going through it now.
Yes.
Will make you the lowest of them low because you thought you were working with them, not
Yep.
knowing they were working against you. They took over a leadership structure and they begin to appoint puppets. That's why Hope Obi Okpo will tell you, oh yeah, even if it's one person left here, I will be the governor over one person. Eh?
Mm.
Obirakara.
Yes. Ojisika ụmụnna ya.
No matter what they do, these gang members, because they are not government, these are gang bangers.
Yes.
They will keep our people in poverty and servitude and slavery. For example, in Hausa land, Fulani used it to kill Hausa traditional leaders. When they came in, they started pointing fingers, they killed the leaders, and they took over their kingdom and their resources. 200 years and counting. The same people. I can recall my wonderful sister when she came. Oh, she was promoting Buhari. Buhari is a godsend. Buhari is this. Buhari has only one cow. Buhari is a good man. Are you telling me he's because that's what they were heading in the church?
Yes.
Are you telling me he's a president and he only has one cow? That means he doesn't steal and destroy and lie. Buhari,
Impotent cow. Impotent cow. For years, he did not add a number. The cow did not give
that
birth.
should be even concerning. Not him like that one. The opposite should be what you're thinking. How
But
are
not
you the
somebody-
president and you only manage to have one cow? Are you stupid?
Not somebody that the religion has messed the mind. That's why I say that attack us in our minds. That things that should make sense will not make sense to us.
With that, I saw them obedient to this Buhari, and again, all of a sudden, our brother Goodluck, that was I remember them in the CNN saying that Nigeria is the fastest growing when Jonathan was in power.
Yes.
Growing economy. I was asking, is this fake news? And then I went to another Fox News, they're saying the same thing. I said, within a year, because the election is the next year,
Yes.
they turned everything around. They paid this guy that say that he's a billionaire to come to Washington and say Jonathan must fall. Jonathan must fall.
Before you know it, Obama is talking to them and everything. Before you know it, they're moving ammunition into Ghana, getting set to wipe anybody that will not allow Buhari to come inside. And Goodluck said, my ambition, the blood of Nigerians, it's not what my ambition. He said, instead of them to massacre my people, I will make that call.
Through Iboma. Now the entire Nigeria has been captured.
Yes.
By these criminal terrorists and their gang banging members. Through this so-called 1999 Unitary Constitution, we know that they used to carry out they carried out the 1979 revolution in Iran by Islamic and Western globalists. It's the same thing, y'all. The same people doing the same thing, pushing the same button, just practicing it in different regions.
Yes.
I still don't understand how somebody can be stealing for 1 million years. Britain and US are gang banging. How long are you guys going to be gang banging this thing? They will tell you they will bring you industrialization. They will destroy everything along the path. I remember when I went home, how many years ago? Plastics everywhere. I said, why are we throwing plastics everywhere? Where are we going to plant our foods? Plastics everywhere. Plastic water.
Plastic bottle, plastic bag, bag.
Plastic bag. No, the one they used to drink water.
The bottle, yes, they put it in bag too, and
the bag. Sister, it was everywhere.
Everywhere.
In my husband's hometown, the place where they call the town square, there's no ground anymore. It has turned into plastic.
Yeah, or not. You know, Rwanda banned that whole thing. Rwanda banned it.
Even chewing gum.
Yes. Even paper bags. I remember when my friend was going back, I was helping her to pack everything. We are removing it and repacking. It has to be paper, ordinary paper, so that it can be degraded, biodegradable. People that are serious. No, but not the ones that they have puppets, because they want to destroy your lives so they can take what is in the land.
Everything.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they went to the airport last year, started running away? Oh, something is going to happen in Nigeria. Something is happening. Something is happening. All for everybody to pack up and leave, so they will keep stealing everything unabated. They will use all kinds of decoy, tactics, everything. After they have destroyed everywhere, they're saying, "Oh, Chineke, global warming."
Wow.
Wow.
Now climate has changed. Oh, really? It changed? I thought it would not change. You thought the destruction of nature. Oh, it changed. Oh, it's warming. Oh.
Unbelievable. Now they want to create machines to make the earth to stop warming. These people are Ivy League graduates. So now they're trying to use human inventions to fix human errors. How about we stop the destruction, y'all? I was telling my husband this morning how I was watching young African-American boys. They are winning games. They're doing high school football. Beautiful children, full of life, full of anticipation, excitement. I said, imagine if we give these children the tools that they need. In the next 10 years, we will have a good, strong, working man providing to the society. No. God forbid if that happens. So
no.
They will tell them, oh, single motherhood, go and be giving birth all by yourself in an apartment with 10 random men.
Yes.
No cohesiveness.
Did you see that video? All the women. I have 6 children, 6 men. I have 4 children, 4 men. I have 10 children, 10 men. I'm like, hey.
Do you know what's happening to those children? They may get lucky. Two of the children may have good grandmothers.
Yes.
Do you know she will come and because they don't have our sense anymore. They will come and collect their grandson or daughter, take them out, buy stuff for them, bring them back to the home with the other children that doesn't have any. You see, already sowing discords.
Yes, yes.
So now they know that I'm not related to this person for sure.
Exactly.
Because there's a random grandmother picking them up that doesn't have anything to do with me.
And then some fathers will come and pick their own and buy whatever for them. The rest, nobody is mine. It destroying the entire structure, the fabric. Then the child will go out because he's looking for a father figure, especially the boys. And then he will meet the demon that is outside waiting for Ikwayantu. Okpozeyantu. Ebruzie the nonsense, Ibubata Nigeria. Onye obuna akpagozie ntu. A ga-enyezi ụmụ anyị ọlụ, akpọgodu ha ntu, akpọpụsie ha ikegodu before enye ha ọlụ. You say it's okay. It's not okay. It has to stop. And human beings will make it stop. And we're here. We are the Umada of Ndigbo. We are here to stop Aru. And Aru must pussy.
He say, they will accuse us of high carbon emission after they have burned the whole universe up. We haven't even built skyscrapers yet. No. And they said that we are the ones causing emission. But they make Africa and Nigeria poor. They make sure that they dump everything. They are still dumping as we speak. They are dumping all the things that they don't want in our land. I was watching DW the other day. Britain and Australia and all these other Western countries, they are dumping plastic in is it Malaysia? Someplace in Malaysia. That whole place have turned into like a giant, massive land of plastics. You know, say, are these people, don't they have sense? What are you guys letting them?
They don't have sense, man.
They don't have
sense. They don't have sense. Common sense is not common. It's not there.
Unbelievable. And they keep creating more plastics.
Yes.
And then they're telling us there's nanoparticles everywhere and it's going to cause stroke and heart attack and brain disease and all that. What?
Imagine human beings. What beings are they?
Because they want to steal resources.
Yes.
They constantly impose selfish, greedy, and old-fashioned leaders in Africa. So they can come and steal our resources without questions. That's what it's all about. And then force you to leave so you can come here and contribute to their tax.
Yes. Oil spillage everywhere, gas flaring everywhere. And then you turn around and say, oh, the world is warming. So it should be good.
The world is warming indeed, right? These people were manufactured leaders that are detached from realities of the people. That's how they end up with one watch. And then on a bad day for H, they will wish Hitler happy birthday on our behalf. And we're
It's all
saying
about its ambition, political ambition.
the government is not for the people, it's not by the people, it will never be of the people.
Yes.
Let them bring Obama to go and tell you to vote that you have democracy, because Obama no way. Even African Americans here realizes that African Americans here realize that he's not for them. He's
Of course, now he has never been.
He has never been. Think about it. It's not a big problem. Obama is in Chicago. As we're speaking to you in Chicago, young black boys are killing themselves every day. If you happen to be a collateral damage by the place, it's known, it's a well-known fact. Obama hails from Chicago. Oprah, the one that goes to South Africa to be school, Chicago. Michael Jordan, the billionaire basketballer. Are you telling me that these people are not smart enough to come together and put a stop to that killing of young black men? Think about it. We have been punked, people. They left us with kakitocracy, a government run by the worst of us. A government that will rob the people daily and even make people to disappear. They continue to uphold and operate through colonial instruments, the 1999 Constitution, that is causing our people to lose their lives on a daily basis. When we tell them that we want a true federalism, they don't understand it, because to them, they are benefiting from the unitary constitutional orders.
Exactly.
So it was never about you. That's why some whites, some white guy there will show.
White guy, when you're Chabera representing you, he will make you disappear, Mr. Disappear.
They use compromised state institutions to cripple both the people and the federating units. They aggressively push the dead union of Nigeria to a catastrophic crash. They don't care because they have a second home all over the place.
Yep.
The puppet masters allow them to buy homes in Dubai, in UK, in Australia, in Spain, everywhere, because they know that the place is going to go down. So when you go, they will go into their second homes.
Yeah, give them citizenship.
Give them citizenship. And they know that this crash will lead to more destruction of lives and property, destruction of destinies, dreams, and visions. I was telling my husband the other day, I said, it's only in our area that we constantly see people, black young men, being killed on a daily basis. I don't see a Fulani being killed or burned. I don't see even in that Hausa being killed. I don't even see a Yoruba. It's always in Igbo land that they're killing our young ones every day, claiming they did this or that, destroying our future, claiming that the land is not good, and nobody's going after.
Are you surprised? It's because there's gas in the land. So when you kill off the people, you have free access to the land. It's community by community, sacking the communities. It's strategy. It has always been like that. That's how they do it. Northeast, northwest. Once your land, they find whatever they want in your land. They must find a way to push all of you out of it so that they can have free access to the land. And we're telling our people it's not going to continue anymore.
It's not. So these people think when they invite free technocrats to Asoro that it will solve the problem. I think they think that their magic they were doing in our churches to keep our people entranced. They think they can put it out there, right?
No.
But it's coming because thieves do not provide good governance. They lack the capacity to do so.
Exactly.
Even the globalists lack the capacity to provide good governance. All they're giving you is that dystopian form of government, so that you would think, oh yeah, I'm in air conditioned home, that means all is well. No, but when you go outside, plastics is everywhere. Plastics are everywhere, destroying everything.
Yes.
Children cannot even find food to eat in an oil and gas country. But you live in a democratic. Oh yeah, I forgot you voted. The man with one watch drag you guys to election. The Judas goats. They drag you guys to election. I'll allow my sister to take on.
Yes, we are talking about how they created this dystopian society, this capitalist, this globalist, this colonialist, how they created this dehumanizing, unpleasant land, and other places that they did the same thing. Like we said, thieves cannot produce good governance.
Hmm.
The only thing they know how to do is to steal. It's like telling a chicken to urinate. Yeah, you can't get good governance from thieves and criminals. That's why your brother, allegedly, Tinubu, through his son, Wale Tinubu, took over Egypt or Agip or whatever did they call oil field, Agip oil field, 783 million. That is money. That is not meters. It's million. All the network of NNPC within the last quarter, they've taken over. So they are really continuing from where Buhari stopped. Buhari has carried his own to where he carried to. Your brother Tinubu has come. Ndi Yoruba, is my brother. Is my brother. Who is hungry now? Who is picking food off the floor? We've told you that this thing is not about it's my brother, it's my sister. There is one elephant in the house, 1999 Constitution. With that Constitution in place, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, everybody will steal from you. They just need to appoint them. Once they select them, then they will. So it doesn't, whether it's your brother or your sister that is in Aso Rock, it does not make any difference. If that Constitution does not go, you will never have a meaningful life. So allegedly, we heard that the Tinubu awarded himself 15 trillion for road construction. That road construction that David Umahi used to destroy Igbo properties from Lagos to Calabar. But what you don't know is that as that road is going on, there's actually something bigger parallel to it going on. That is the gas pipeline running from Anandibo, that's Igbo land, to Algeria.
Say that again.
We said that as that road that they used, Dave Umahi used to destroy Igbo properties, that they told you the road is going from Lagos to Calabar. The main project going on is that there's parallel to it gas pipeline that are going through waterfront, running from Igbo land to Algeria. Because the one they tried to do through the north in Niger, because of the change that happened in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, that one didn't work. So they had to reroute and move through another place to going to Algeria, because Algeria already has a connection to Europe. So once they link it, Bagan to Algeria is not going, while our people suffer cancer, diseases coming from gas flaring. That's what we deserve. Then people in Europe will be living good life. Will be dying so that others can live. We are told, allegedly, that this is how Tinubu took over the entire Lagos to himself. Now he's taking Nigeria to himself. Of course, we have this partner, that he has a Lebanese partner, it's a Shagori or whatever, Shagori brothers. You know Lebanese, how they are. So this is the game they are playing. We keep putting allegedly, because that's what they told us to be saying now. We say allegedly. Okay, whether you allege or you did not allege, are you sabi? We would have told our people what they need to know. And then the technocrats, so-called technocrats and elites, are being used to deceive our people, the general populace, thinking that there's government, there's thing going on. Yes, I went to Aso Rock. Yet we are building this one. Hey, we are doing this one. We are doing none makes sense, because hunger is real. When you want to know what is happening, look at the people. They are collapsing on the road. Our children are collapsing in courts. So that's why we say, open your eyes. This problem is being strategically created. They create a problem and then present a solution that will favor them and complicate the original problem. Are you hearing what we're saying?
Yeah, they're doing that now with the bank. People have been having problem with bank, the GT bank or something. They've been
exactly
stopping and then telling people to go and bank now, Tinubu's bank. That is, you won't have any problem when you get there. It's easy.
You see that? So it's all the game they play, and we're telling you, open your eyes, because when you understand the problem, then when we tell you this is the solution, it will make sense to you. Talking about how they create problem, look at the African woman, the black woman. They make them lose their identity and self-esteem, because when you start attacking somebody's skin, the way your hair looks, no, you can't act movie with this hair. It's too erotic hair. No, don't bring erotic hair. Bring Brazilian hair. You're an Igbo woman, but your head is Brazil, and then your skin is Caucasian. Is that not loss of identity? You don't even know who you are. Then your self-esteem goes down. Then they turn around. You say, yes, we want to fight for women's rights. Which right exactly?
when you cannot be yourself.
And when you cannot be yourself, what other right are we talking about? When you don't even have the right to be yourself as a black woman. So what right are we talking about then? You will not help me fight the rights. Which one? When my hair, I can't carry it. My skin, you know, good. Even my behind, I have to go and put Maggi and things for it to have a particular shape. And I will not look like something happy. That's why when you're watching Nollywood movies, it's as if it's Barbie doll adverts, plastic surgery commercial. See my behind. It is like this. Please, who made your own behind? I'll give you the contacts so that you go and do your own behind. Then people are looking ridiculous. You're asking yourself, why must it be black woman that has to put the behind to be in a particular way, put the lips in a particular way, put the hair in a particular way, put the nails in a particular way before she can be a human being? Why?
Try.
Because the fake industry wants our sisters to look a certain way before they can cast them in African movies. Movies about Africa, you now have to look like with your Brazilian hair. Looking sometimes when you look at them, you just feel sorry for them.
My dear. Can you imagine the heat?
You look ridiculous.
The heat, you have extension on that heat.
I'm telling you.
Your hair and then the
and
bleaching
all the edges of your hair chopped.
Burning your skin too.
Everything. Who told you want to look at? Who told you want to be looking at those things? Meanwhile, what our people need is therapy to fix their body dysmorphia. It's a disease. It's called body dysmorphia.
I create you for it.
Yes. Go and find it and see what you're suffering from. And then therapy for the past traumatic experiences that you have received living in that colonized country called Nigeria. That's what you need. Therapy. You don't need body fixing. What you need is fixing therapy to fix your mind. You don't need BBL, except if BBL is Brazilian brain lift. It's your brain that needs to lift, not your behind. By the way, before Susan B. Anthony, the one that is doing feminism for you people, before she began to fight for white women, like my sister told us during the introduction, fighting for the rights of white women to vote, to do this and do that. Igbo women and other African women were already working, voting, leading, being in leadership positions, taking part in solving societal problems. So we don't need liberation. The only liberation we need is from the colonial master. Our society, in our culture, we were not enslaved. Slavery came when the white man showed up. That's why women in 1929 were able to organize themselves. They are about women protest. Those women, do they look like women that were enslaved in their minds? Are we talking about Queen Amina of Zaria, Queen Idia of Benin? These were powerful women. The society, our ancestors allowed our women to be women. They had their role. It's just that in our society, they had lanes and boundaries. Men had their lane, women had their lane, children had their lane, and it's not a problem. You just maintain your lane, maintain your boundary. Respect is reciprocal. And of course, you know that woman called her Susan B. Anthony that people are running after. Feminism, feminism, feminism. He did not do anything. She was a racist. That's why here we prefer womanist to that your crazy feminism. The woman said that she would rather cut off her right arm before she will fight for Black people. This is what the woman that you people are basing your destiny on said. So he was not interested in the freedom of Black women. So just prove that in that side. We told you that Western colonialists, they worked hand in hand with Church of Rome, Roman Catholic Church. This is history. This is not about emotion and sentiments. Go and study your history and find out what we're saying. Confirm what we're saying. These are facts on the table. And then the Arab colonialists work with Islam and Islamic clerics. That's why you have to go to Mecca to go and throw Satan. When Satan is living in Aso Rock, you travel all the way to Mecca to go and stone him. Or you go to Mecca to go and see God when God is supposed to live inside you. Because of inferiority complex, you've been deceived. Or they will tell you to eye your neighbor so that they will give you 70 virgins so that you can sleep with. Even one virgin, sleeping with one virgin is enough work. No, they will give you 70. Something that does not make sense. What does that have to do with anything? I'm not thinking. They know what to say to you. The colonial monsters know how to mess with your mind. As they're messing with the mind of the Christians, they're messing with the mind of the Muslims. We're not saying that there's no God, but we're telling you that the religious institutions that the colonial monsters use, they use them to mess with your mind. It's not God. They not bring God to you.
Nope. It was never about God. It was about their intention.
It was never about God. It's about their intention, my sister. So that you can make a way with things that made sense to you. And then anything they don't understand, they will tell you that it's demonic and they will remove it and bring their own on top of you, impose it on you. So as a result, they made us lose meaningful and healthy cultural practices by demonizing them. Everything. We'll give you an example. They turn around. Okay, we'll give you an example as we go. So as they remove our own, they will turn around and bring their own that is very demonic and very destructive and make it holy and impose it on you. We'll give you an example. They made us abandon remembering and honoring our past heroes, heroines, and godly kind ancestors by making us believe that they were demonic. And then you trying to remember your late father or late mother, people that helped you, and to tell your grandchildren about it so that they will pick encouragement and pick inspiration that is demonic. Don't mention them. Don't talk about them. Then they brought All Saints Day. Do you know Anglican people and Roman people, that thing you practice All Saints Day is actually Day of the Dead. Now you're celebrating, worshiping, observing, and praying to white dead people. The people that colonized you, did all manner of evil against you. You abandon your own ancestors and worship them. Saint okay, only more pray for you. Saint okay, pray for you. Have you seen what they did to our people? When people refuse to study and learn from their history, they will keep repeating history. And they will say history is repeating. No, you are the one. You are ignorant. That's why you're repeating history. Because you don't understand why people did the things that they did. When you hear church missionaries build hospitals, your question should be, why?
No, how is Bo mother? That's why. Duh.
Always ask questions and think deep. Last week we told you about thinking deep. People do things and fight for things for different reasons. Learn that, know that, hear it. Don't just get carried away by
So that the saint we won't watch will not come and touch your emotions and you think he's going to represent you.
Exactly. So that people will stop deceiving you. Always understand that human beings do things for different reasons. Try and find out the reason. My people say na nkowa portal asolena. Nkowa means you're asking them question. Then you will now understand for sure what the person. So you are not just thinking maybe it's this, maybe it's that. No, you are for sure what the person is saying. Like people in US, when they say, "Oh, Henry Clay, he freed slaves." If you look more, you see that he did it because he did not want black people to take the jobs of white people. That's why. So they brought religion to Africa as a coping mechanism, not a defense mechanism. No actionable things to fight for evil and injustice.
Nope. Nope. You have to pray. Pray, God, oh, please bring us from this thing. Oh, the God we serve, I will never go hungry. This and this. Man, you don't even have a farm in your backyard. You will find out that the God you serve now talk or got a church or got a classroom.
Exactly. The denominations they brought to you is to divide and conquer you.
That's
It's not
it.
about God.
Never. Never.
Most African religious people are suffering from what we call religious psychosis. Aroka. Aroka. Religious psychosis. Ara.
Say it again, sister.
Most African religious people are suffering from religious psychosis, mental illness,
Serious one.
whether Christians or Muslims, all of them. It's madness. Christians and Muslims say they hate lie, but they are embracing the 1999 Constitution, a lie that was imposed on the indigenous people. But they hate lie, yo. It's not madness. They hate injustice, but they embraced kakistocracy rather than democracy. They hate fraud, but they embraced the fraudulent 1999 Constitution imposed on the people. And they support fantastically corrupt and fraudulent Abuja politicians.
In the church.
Because we see you hobnobbing with them. They're attending your children's weddings and attending your birthdays. Yet you hate fraud.
But yet he hate fraud. As long as the fraud is benefiting me.
Exactly. So they say they hate robbery, but support a government that daily rob the indigenous peoples. You love mercy, but you support merciless and heartless Abuja politicians that have been disappearing our people all this while.
And you sing about mercy every day and dance to mercy.
And you sing about mercy. Under the 1999 Constitution, we are telling you that you can never speak truth and you will never be able to uphold justice and show mercy. Because the document itself is fraudulent, is merciless, is a lie, is fraudulent. Because the Constitution creates injustice, impunity, protects and rewards those who perpetrate them. So you cannot be preaching truth without shouting against the institution of lie. Dr. Amina, please share this to him. You cannot be preaching truth without shouting about a document that upholds lie. The institution of lie itself, there's no truth in it. If we don't start with the institution of lie that we are living inside, our truth ought to be absolute, not relative and selective. When it comes to Bible, religion, and faith, you speak truth. When it comes to politics, you will lose your tongue and vocal box. Even if you manage to speak, you begin to deflect and babble. That is this.
My dear, what are you talking about? His birthday is coming up. You don't want the governor to come and shine his light upon him?
So we understand the game. That's why we're telling people that will not understand the game. In summary, faith and religion. Faith and religious institutions in Nigeria and Africa are hypocritical, very dishonest, and wicked.
Wicked. That's it.
Are
Wicked.
heartless. Because people are crying, dropping, and dying. He said, no, my own is to preach gospel. My own is to preach Bible. What gospel are you preaching in the land where people have been enslaved? Don't you have brain? Who are you deceiving? Who are you deceiving? Who are you lying to? Even Jesus Christ said, if you bring gospel, if people have not eaten, give them food before you preach. But no, our people are dropping dead. You're preaching truth. Let your truth be absolute. If it's not absolute, go back to research. Go back to research. We are not going to be deceived anymore. We are telling you people how they created dystopian society, how the capitalists and colonial masters used everything, even food. The capitalists and colonial monsters made us abandon our healthy food for cancer-causing and kidney-damaging imported ones like Indomie.
Since we started eating it, every time you turn a video, oh, kidney failure, can you donate money? Liver failure, donate money.
Okay. This day you're seeing here, cocoyam that we used to cook bitter leaf soup, that they made you to stop eating. No, it's difficult to pound. It's difficult to eat. Now they have discovered. You saw the video we showed you. Oh, healthy diets, good for weight management. It has high diet fiber that promotes the gut health, and improves digestion, lowers cholesterol. Rich in antioxidants and vitamin E, which protects the skin from free radicals damage and slows aging process. Why do you think our ancestors were eating them? Why do you think they discovered them and they were eating them? Until you came with your lies to distract our people from what will give them life. Are we talking about our wonderful Udummiri, the earthen clay pots, natural antiseptic, eco-friendly, cooling clay pots that alkalinizes water? Here in America,
the same alkaline water they're selling to you guys millions.
Exactly. Now they put it in plastic bottle, alkaline water, ×3 the price. But our ancestors had this in our beautiful 18 water. And people told us, no, this is too exotic. I can't drink that water. Give me the one in plastic that is causing cancer. I want that one instead. Have you seen when we said they messed our mind? This is one of the wisdoms of our great ancestors.
It is.
These people made us abandon our healthy alkaline water for cancer-causing acidic water in plastic bottles, which are leaving uncountable numbers of nanoplasts, like my sister said, in our bodies. And these are potential carcinogens. They brought out a study now that is linking the microplastics and nanoplastics in blood vessels to increase risk of heart attack, stroke, and death. See my people now, they have not even eaten food. They want to now start treating stroke because of drinking water that is inside plastic. When we had what we are taking before, using before, they said no.
My dad already put an order for my Udummiri. I don't want me Hana. My Udummiri for me.
And it comes with
this earthy taste.
Yes,
taste.
My dear, we even Bible told you that you are formed from earth. Does it not make sense that earth, your body can digest anything from earth? After making us feel inferior, and our land a dumping ground, cancer-causing products, plastic wraps. They are now going back to all type of things. They say, oh, this is nature. This is eco-friendly. You know, they will give it a Bobo name. Big name. Look at this picture we are looking at. On that top, that thing you see by the side that they put on top, that is decoration. Here they about walker, my people, red, yellow corn in their stock. And if you look at them, they put a ribbon on it. It's decoration. Look at what they used to put the food. Leaves, biodegradable. All these things we were using before to tie akara. Akara, to tie moi, to tie agidi, to do all these things before. They say, no, this is erotic.
Hey,
You need a plastic, the one that is causing cancer. Bring it. That's the one we want to use because we have fixed our nails. So we can't wrap paper. We can't wrap all these things. So we have to use foil and use a plastic so that we'll have enough cancer.
Hell, my people die.
Die for lack of knowledge.
My people die because of lack of
Look at our boy. The Abai we used to put things. They say, no, bring the plastic tray. And you will put hot thing in that plastic tray. You're just leaching everything, cancer into your food. Our ancestors were
my
right.
donya worried
Begin to reinvent yourself. That's what we're doing on this show. We are not here to lament. We tell you, begin to recreate yourself. Begin to reinvent yourself. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. Go back. Especially now that things are very expensive. All things work together for good for those that love God. Go back to nature. Dollar does not control the mbakuko at the back of your house.
Nope.
Akukunele at the back of your house. Dollar does not control it. Go back there. Because we are coming with Ninas, we are going to bring them down from up. But while we are doing that, you need to be alive. And that's why we're telling you to what you should go back to help yourself before we finish the assignment that we're doing. Thank you very much. So please continue to help us share and like and subscribe because we're about to finish up. How to end this dystopian society created by the colonial masters? How do we end it? Everybody said, what do we do? What do we do? Yes, very easy. Don't worry. Don't worry. We are here. We tell you, make a U-turn. Make a U-turn. Bam! You know, your motor, oh, okay, you know, I'm left-handed. You may like this. U-turn. Bam! That's what you need to do. Make a U-turn from your home, from your church, from everywhere. Make a U-turn. Begin to re-examine and reconsider everything the colonial masters told you. Anything they ever told you, anything white man ever told you, anything the Arab ever told you, because these are globalists. Their mission is to globalize. Whether they're using Christianity or using Islam, using terrorism, or that's their mission. So anything they ever told you, have a second look, turn around. Begin to go back. They don't mean well. Begin to return to our roots and follow the wise ways of our great African ancestors. Be wise. Eat our food. Eat African food. They know me. Even in US here, he come to my house, it's African food. He has been like that ever. We don't use Maggi. You know they use Maggi. You know they use all these. If I don't know the name, like my son said, he said you should put if you count it and the ingredient is passing how many, just know that there's something fake inside. He said that they will give you food. You buy $10, then you go and use $200 to see doctor. So everybody know my house. They know everybody's home food. We know they chop all those things. All those no, we don't.
And begin to look at Ogri from another perspective.
Yes, Ogiri, Oda, Efru. Yes, I was just blending it the other day. My children will help you to put the things. We blend and put inside cup and everything. That's what we use. When you are cooking, mommy, what is going on? Yes, I'm coming down to eat. When you finish, all these things are rich in antioxidants. Antioxidants remove bad things in your body. Your body, we are supposed to eat health from food. That's how God made it. God did not make it that we eat diseases and sickness from food. He made it that
you help somebody make money.
Yes, because capitalists want to make money. Colonials want to make money. No, be kind to your neighbors. Be kind to your people. Live a kind life. Like stress-free, relax. And then use your brain. Of course, join to push to decolonize Africa and Nigeria. That we must do. That is a mission that we must accomplish on this earth. If you are alive today, that's a mission that we must do. Because Nigeria is the biggest black open air prison and is a holding ground camp for slaves. We must decolonize Africa. We must decolonize Nigeria. Begin to enlighten your community members on the need for liberation and freedom. Help to increase the self-esteem of our women and daughters. Help to heal their minds by praising them when you see them wearing African things. When you see an African woman, like with her natural hair, like my sister, tell her you look good. And those in movie industry, please start casting our women, our natural women. We don't want to see Barbie dolls. We are tired of seeing Barbie dolls in your movies. If we are watching African movies, let's watch African, not this slavery mentality. You people are leading our women astray, and it's causing a lot of trouble. Of course, Claire Booth said, a woman's best protection is a little money in her pockets. So please, help to increase the self-esteem of our women and our daughters. The entire survival of humanity and human race, especially Africa, depends on the role of our women and our daughters. Pregnancy and childbirth, with all the dangerous complications, we cannot get artificial that the other person is building to come and do it for us. Think of what is being affected. If this woman fails, if women fail in their role, you know what will happen to our next generation. So stress and anxiety in pregnancy and breastfeeding, it's not okay. That's why our ancestors had things like omugo, had things like these processes to calm the woman so that she can do the job she needs to do. That will affect the society so that we don't have Ndiara as children. Because when the woman that is pregnant is stressed, high cortisol, she will pass it to the child. Your child will come out being crazy. Before you know it, diabetes everywhere. These things are connected. That's why we're saying the Bible said in Proverbs 6:6, go to the ants and learn. If you go to termites, their queen mother that is giving birth is protected by all. Go and learn from the ants. We cannot follow the white man anymore with his mind that is doing vaga, 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 vugu, vugu. Humanity has gone astray, but we can build a force that can reshape human nations and kingdoms. You can be part of it. It's about our responsibility. It is not God's responsibility. So take fear away. Embrace the proposition of the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination, NINAS for short. Anybody that is on the altar preaching, if you don't know this proposition, better go and learn it, because this is the second Bible. You cannot be carrying Bible and you don't know the proposition on ground to free the people that you're preaching Bible to. We will come for you. We will come for you. You'll be surprised what will hit you when we do. And that's what we're saying. They are seeking, the indigenous peoples are seeking to take back their sovereignty and rights from the colonialists and their political and religious puppets. That is their heart desire. We have compared our people living here and living in other parts of the world. It's not because our people are lazy. It's not because our people are not thinking. It's not because our people are not creative. It's not because our people cannot develop skills. But where they are has tied them together, tied them down. So stop preaching to our people motivational speech. When they are inside slave camp, the first thing to do is to end slavery, end colonialism. Then we can begin to teach them skills. This will allow our people to manage their lives and properties as it is done other places in other worlds, and as we agreed originally. Before these colonial monsters, these criminal land grabbers showed up and began to manipulate everyone because they want us to steal our resources. If a union or federation is needed, after taking back our sovereignties and our rights, if we need the union, the first step is to define the federating units in their original names and classifications, with their maps, boundaries, and location very specified. When next the colonial masters accuse the indigenous people of corruption or anything, beware. Look deeper, think deeper. We are telling you what you can do to end this that is going on, this nonsense society that they made us to inherit. You do not want to become a tool that they will use to destroy your father's land and steal your resources.
Even if you're gang banging with them.
Exactly. Don't become a willing tool to the colonial monsters. Every local problem, find our own indigenous solution for it. Don't go and import fake solution to our land, because white man and Arab from history have never genuinely helped Africans to solve anything.
Never.
Any foreign non-indigenous solution is always, it comes with a cost too much for our people to bear, and a cost that will help them to rob African indigenous peoples more. So we don't want to listen to such,
which is their original intentions anyway.
original intention. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my sister. In the interest of time, we're going to step it up. So please continue to help us to share, subscribe, like, and love. As you can see, our slides are loaded up today with informations that are very, very important to our people. So for our take-home point, we are praying and asking that you embrace the Nina's proposition and begin to teach others, begin to point them to the right direction, actively enlightening our communities about the decolonization of Africa and Nigeria, also of our minds and body and soul and everything else. Like my sister said, you turn and see that you have replaced your ancestral actions with it. Begin to reverse it today. We must end the colonial structure called 1999 Unitary Constitution. Religion should be used as a coping. Religion should be used as a conquering mechanism, defense mechanism, and not a coping mechanism. Religion should be used as a conquering and defense mechanism, not a coping mechanism ever. So do not wait for God to come, because he's going to sit there another 500 years while they turn you into a slave, continue to enslave you. We must come up with actionable things to fight evil and injustice anywhere we find it, and we must not cope with it. It's not okay for say, oh, God will do it for us. Oh, oh, God's willing. God. No. Those days are over. So we want to begin to think about pledging what we can do for the betterment of our ancestral land, Alandibo. And we're going to give you more information on that. So suggestions are to be a better person, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Begin to use that money you've been giving to those terrorist pastors that are buying jets in the land of hungry people. Begin to use that money to see how you can improve those around you. Brothers and sisters, give your brothers and sisters help. Don't abandon them because your pastor told you they are going to bewitch you and use your money to take your destinies. The pastors and the preachers and the imam, they are the ones stealing your destinies, not your brother and your sister. And then when I think about it, isn't it better that my brother and sister steal from me than a random pastor that I don't know who the heck he is? Isn't it better that my brothers and sisters bewitch me and steal from me than for a random wicked pastor to bewitch and steal from me? So we must be a better father, mother, wife, everything, sister, all of the things that we need to do. Because if we are kind to ourselves, the government don't have any role to play in that. You can type in right now or later. So we reminded you that we are horrified. We were horrified when your saint, Obi, told us that he's wishing or birthday. Actually, he did not told us. He tweeted a happy birthday to someone that we know that killed our people. And the question that we are posing to you today, do you think that if a Jew wishes Hitler a happy birthday, how do you think that will end? And when we check it deeply, we realize that all hell will break loose.
Yep.
All hell. All hell will break loose. But we're here still indulging the man, the Judas goat that will drag his people to election. And here is a 5 point proposition agenda. I'm not going to go through it today since our brother mentioned it before. Our announcement, we always insist on transition now because these people have nothing for us but for us to continue to suffer. Why Tinubu turn? It's his turn to steal everything that belongs to the indigenous peoples, switching everything to his name. And we thank those that are still putting order for our campaign materials. Proudly Igbotic. Yes, I'm Igbo, I'm proud. I'm Yoruba, I'm proud. I'm Ifon, I'm proud. We want everybody to be proud so that you won't come for us.
Yes.
So be proud where you are. Be proud of who you are. Remove all the colonial terrorist gang banging activities around you and be proud of who your indigenous culture.
Yes.
So your forefathers left for you.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with them.
Mm-mm.
And it's not, the other side is not better than yours.
Nope. Nope. We've gone there. We've seen it. Nope.
So the t-shirts are there back home. 2005 for the cap and $3,000 naira. Oof, 3,000 for the shirt.
Yeah.
So loading. We thank for those of you that have put in an order, and we do not want to end this without reminding people that this work is not done in vacuum. Somebody is traveling. Fuel is expensive. Food is expensive. Somebody is meeting other people, going back and forth, making phone calls, connecting, going places. You are willing to give it to your pastor that enslaved you. We kept telling you Nigeria is not working. Your pastors keep telling you that God will do it for you, that nothing that God cannot do does not exist. And we're telling you, no, there is something holding you down that caused everything not to exist. Your pastor said, no. Open heaven in the middle of night. Don't sleep. Wake up by 4 and be praying open heaven.
So that he become the new billionaire. You know he's the billionaire now.
Oh, really?
Yes, he made 7 billion.
Okay.
From the Baba that people are not sleeping.
In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night.
And we're telling you that Baba is not a strategy. Being emotionally vulnerable is not a strategy. The people that we are dealing with are not doing that. They're producing things so that if they misunderstood you or whatever, they will sit in their living room, press a button, and all hell will break loose. They don't know how to say, hey, yeah. So today, the moment has arrived. We are asking for everyone to make a pledge, a Landibo pledge. So on a weekly basis, we are going to ask you what is it that you can do in Igbo land to make it better. So we had a famous saying that say it is not what your nation can do for you, but what you can do for your nation. So we say it is not what Alandibo can do for you, but what you can do for Alandibo. Therefore, Maka Alandibo, I pledge to work to make sure that no Igbo son is grabbed and burnt alive because of whatever crime that they did. No Igbo son. That is a due process. That's what I'm pledging today. And I'm pledging that we'll continue to stay on the course of Ninas until true freedom reigns in our land. What are you pledging today? Write it in the comment box. Let us know. Ask other people. What is it that you're doing in your neck of the woods to improve our Landibo? What can you do? What promises are you making? Imagine if we all start making pledge and taking care of the pledges. Guess what? Whether our people will be moving forward. And to end, we want to thank you. We want to remind you you're our partner in what we are doing. This work cannot be done without you. As long as you're sharing, as long as you're not a spectator, just hang in there. And we also want to remind you as adults that gave birth to children or still giving birth, that you don't get to stand aside and look to see, let me see Hannah. It's no longer okay. If you think what we're doing, you don't believe in it, find something that can liberate our people. Find it in your neck of the woods. Put it out there to be interrogated so that people can see what you're doing and see if they need to join you. Don't pack it in your head and think they will figure it out. Ninas has done the work. We have shown you guys what we're doing step by steps, how we started, and how we can liberate our people moving forward. So if you believe in what we're doing, join us. Join us in this movement so that we can get to our destination faster. Don't be walking so you can go and show off. Every time you think you're cute, you don't even know you're the ugliest thing and you're busy posing. Our people are dying. This is not time for pose. I know some people will say, but you don't have to run it down our people's throat. Until next week, brothers and sisters, remain kind to each other. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.